Good morning, YTPC. Philly Piper Mike here on a beautiful Thursday morning. It is about 45 degrees, going up to 70. But it's a beautiful start to the day. And this morning I'm smoking my Savinelli 616 KS Trevi with a silver ring, sandblasted. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, it's probably my favorite Savinelli shape. Just a really muscular bent billiard. It's got a pretty thick stem on it, but it's really thin down here, and it just feels really comfortable. Smokes for a long time. I mean, you can pack this thing for 2 hours if you sip on it. And in it, I am smoking Warped the Red Hunt, which if you had watched my video from last week, I was talking about, Virginia Oriental blends, or Virginia Perique Oriental blends. And this is an amazing Virginia Perique Oriental. It's got red Virginias and bright Virginias. It's got, I think, Izmir and Basma, whatever the other Turkish is, Oriental, and some fermented Perique. And it's, man, it's just amazingly sweet. It's got that really nice, like, earthy sweetness that obviously the fermented Perique, but the Orientals and that red Virginia is nice and tangy. It's a really, really good blend. I think it's the first blend that Warp did that does not have some sort of cigar leaf in it. They had there's a bunch of different ones, and I can't remember. I know there's Cloud Hopper. What's the other? I'm drawing a complete blank, of course, of the other warped blends. But actually, the guy from Warp Kyle is Warp Cigars, who's a very well-known, almost like a boutique Cuban-like cigar maker, and him and Jeremy Reeves had collaborated. And I don't know why the name escapes me right now, but they had collaborated on a blend, and I think he's come out with like 4 blends. The other 3 all have cigar leaf in them, which they're good in their own right. I've tried, I think, 1 or 2 of them. I know I have Cloud Hopper. I can't remember the other one that I tried. But in the beginning, when this first got released, I was like, I'm good on that. I don't really, not a huge fan of cigar leaf. And it got released and it sold out pretty quickly. And I was talking to my buddy David, who also is a big fan of Virginia Oriental blends, and he had said that he had tried a tin of this and he ordered 10 tins. He said he loved it so much that it was amazing. Or he said it was like his top blend, I think, just in general right now, not even just the Virginia Oriental. So when it came back in stock a couple weeks ago, I ordered a few tins, and man, I'm definitely ordering more because it's very unique, but very, very amazing. I don't know what it is, but it's an amazing sweetness, and I don't know if it's the Perique, or I don't know if it's topped with something. It almost has a similar note to Windjammer, which I know Windjammer has a bunch of, I guess it's rum, and it doesn't say that it's topped with anything, but I would almost have to think that it is, because it has a very similar taste, that sweetness that you get from Windjammer. It's not nearly as strong. It's kind of in the background. It's not like cloyingly sweet, but it's very good. Especially if you like vapors, if you like Virginia Orientals, I think this is a must try. Now I know why it had sold out. Man, and it comes in like a really nice broken flake, kind of like what Windjammer, same type of C&D. Your typical C&D flake, broken flake. Same thing with their Carolina Red, Virginia, that flake, very similar. Same with the Smoking Pipes 20th anniversary, the XX dark flake and XX flake, same type of flake, which I love. Their out of all C&D blends or cuts, that's my favorite of theirs, because they come at like the perfect moisture content. They're not wet, they're not dry, they're just like perfect. They break apart real easy, and then once you light them, they just go, and they smoke for a long time. And the one good thing about this blend is that it never loses its flavor. It's pretty consistent the whole way down. A lot of blends in general, have the tendency to, they taste amazing when you first light them up for the first third of the bowl, and then second third of the bowl still tastes good, but you lose something, and then the bottom third, either two things happen. Either it completely flips and becomes real strong, and you get that that bottom third that's just real potent, or it gets real can get real ashy tasting, and but not this. This smokes straight through. Every puff is as good as the first, which is just another great thing about this blend. So, highly suggest giving it a shot. Pretty sure it's in stock now. And I just ordered. I'll tell you what, it was super fast. So Smoking Pipes is, I guess like a month or two ago, they had came out and said, I don't know if they came out and said, but it was said that they were going to be an American importer for Gawith Hogarth blends, which I was pretty pumped about, because I enjoy Bob's Chocolate Flake, Ennerdale, a couple of the other Gawith Hogarth flake or blends, and they're just really hard to get. So I was at work a couple days ago, and I saw the email maybe an hour after it got released that they had bulk blends and tin blends available. So I really wanted to hop on and stock up on Bob's Chocolate Flake. You know, get probably 8 or 10 ounces of bulk, and same thing with some Ennerdale. But by the time I got on, everything was basically, all the blends that I wanted were basically gone. They had 1 ounce left of Ennerdale. Bob's Chocolate Flake was completely sold out. They had like some other ones which I wasn't, but the one I really wanted to get was the I think it's Louisiana Broken, or Broken Louisiana Flake, which I have never had, but from the sounds of it being a vapor, I'm sure I would love it. But I was able to hop on and grab. They did have tins of Bob's Chocolate and of Ennerdale, so I did grab about 4 tins of each. So that'll keep me held over for a while. And I think now that Smoking Pipes is going to be importing it more on a consistent basis, once the initial run goes and everybody tries to stock up, and I think they'll eventually get to the point where it's available more often. But I also noticed that the tins have a new tin art. Gawith and Hogarth always just had that plain green tin with all their blends, and all the tins that they have an updated tin art. And it's funny because in the United States it's still called Bob's Chocolate Flake. I had ordered a couple tins when I ordered from overseas, and I know in England or in Britain they can't have chocolate on the tin description or in the name. I guess they don't want to entice kids that it's chocolate tobacco, and so it's just called Bob's Flake now in overseas, but over in the States it's still Bob's Chocolate Flake. So just a little tidbit of information there. But I was watching Ben. Ben put out a nice video yesterday. Just talking, kind of reiterating also what I said about how great the community is, and some of the awesome people that had sent him stuff and reached out to him, and just another example of how great you guys are. And I've gotten some, I just want to touch base on that again. I've gotten some great comments from people just saying how much they enjoy my videos and my content, and it's real humbling. I just kind of put these videos out there, and sometimes I feel like I struggle trying to come out with content, and I'm really really liking the fact that people are really into the videos and appreciating what I'm putting out there. So I try to put out as much as I can. I have to kind of, one of these days I'm going to sit down and actually jot down some topics. I do like doing reviews, but it's, to me, it's, I'm not great at being real descriptive, at least I think, on tobacco, what I'm tasting and portraying that, and with saying stuff that hasn't already been said 100 times, or saying things that you can't just go on tobacco reviews and the bready, earthy, citrusy. So but I know it is nice to get other people's perspective on different blends, so it would make for a lot of content. If you look at a channel like Beans, he's had years of content, and the majority of it is just him trying to blend and giving you his honest review, and that's a good thing. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. So I hope you guys look forward to seeing some more videos from me. I'm trying to post consistently. But anyway, guys, I'm just about to pull into work, and I will touch base with you guys probably tomorrow. For anybody who has gotten some blends from me, in the video I posted earlier, I have a giant bag of Mylar bags from all the blends that I'm going to get shipped out today. So what I did was I ended up writing down the blend, when I jarred it, and how many grams are in it. And this is just 4 people's orders. There's about probably 20 blends in here that I have to get shipped out today, and I have another got about 15-20 blends to do coming up, that people were just contacting me later last night, and I didn't get a chance to bag it and weigh it. And so what I'll probably do for people that are still interested after the first run, I'll make an updated video as to what I still have left. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to just blow them out, get rid of these blends. I was doing, depending on the blend, 3 for $30. If it's like a Penzance or a higher, like a Sammy G, 3 for $40, 3 for $20, some of them. It really just depends. If it's like a bulk blend, I'm going to give you 3 or 4 for $20. If it's like a Penzance or Stonehaven, stuff like that, I still have a couple of the Esoterica blends left. So there's tons of tobacco for people that are looking for it. And if I get to the point where it comes to a lull and people aren't interested in it anymore, then I might just start really kind of slinging them out the door for cheap prices. So keep an eye out for that. I appreciate everybody that's already made some purchases, and like I said, I'm going to be getting them out. The first run, there's about 4 people that I have here that I'm going to send out today, and then if everything goes smoothly, I'm going to bag up the other ones and get the other run out tomorrow. And then yeah, so anyway, guys, I've rambled enough. So 18 minutes. I had one guy who reached out to me and was like, hey, I really love your videos, could you do like longer videos, like an hour? And I'm like, man, if I had the time to, I would love to. And if I had enough stuff to talk about for an hour, I definitely would. But I find it hard to try to find enough content to talk about, for 15-20 minutes. So the only way I could think about making content that long would be to just do like a live and just sit there and smoke a pipe and just spew out random thoughts. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you on the next one. See you guys.